This video contains content sponsored by John Wilson Blades and MK Blades. Opinions discussed in this video do not reflect the views of John Wilson or MK.
Hey Dave, what's up?
Hi Bruno, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So we're here at Skate America. I want an update on some of your teams since I last saw you. First of all, how is the wife doing?
The wife is doing good.
She was not very happy about a lot of things before Finlandia. She had a cold, lots of things.
Challenging week.
I heard she came back and was on fire afterwards.
Yeah, no, we did a lot of changes actually. You know, we changed the order of the throw. We changed some of the choreography. When you work on the throw triple axel, like all this time, when I was watching it, I had more the view of the technical side, and sitting at the board and watching them compete. It's like you have another view. You become more of as a judge, and that's when he did the setup for the throw. I'm like, that's gotta go. So when we came home, Julie did the changes, and it changes the entire program. The energy of the program is so much better. So I'm really excited for next.
Well, I heard that they were landing the axle in the program the other day.
They are. It's a lot more consistent, and it's got more rhythm, and it's looking good.
And I guess because you don't know exactly who their competition is going to be this year. You think Aliona looks strong. You don't know what other teams. How do you prepare for that? I mean, is there a score that you're aiming for? I guess how do you keep pushing them forward?
Oh, for sure. Pushing for the score. That's every time they've been successful. The focus has been more about the score than less about the competition. Last year early on in the season, the focus was on the competition, and they were not successful. And going into Boston, the focus was more on the score, and that's for them is their recipe. So yeah, for sure, we're aiming for some personal best in the short and the long, and obviously letting the throw triple axle is a big thing this year.
How long will you give them on the throw triple axle? And if you need to play it safe, for a clean short, how many competitions will you have them try it for? Would it come out before the Grand Prix final? Or, how do you gauge?
It's got to come out before Grand Prix final. That's for sure. No, that's for sure. Like it's. For me, it's about percentage at home, and usually Eric and Megan, if their percentage is high at home, it's going to be high competition. So you do what you do at home, and then so it's getting more and more consistent at home, and there's no reason why I don't think it's going to keep increasing as the year goes on.
Well, we know that Kirsten Moore-Towers has been dealing with a concussion, had to withdraw from her Grand Prix. Yeah. How much time would she need to get ready for Canadian Nationals? I mean, how much time as a team do they need to be back on the ice in order to be able to compete there for a spot on the world team?
I think it's different for everybody. I think Kirsten, other than her head issues, like she's looking great. I saw her last week, like she's looking good. Mike is training really hard every day. I think it's going to come back really quickly. I'm not worried about them. They should be back on the ice next week.
Okay.
So I feel I'm really confident they'll be ready for Japan. And if not, we'll find a solution, because definitely they need to get out there before Nationals.
Well, Marissa and Mervin have been such fan favorites. Megan claims that you're easier on Mervin than you are on her. Is that true?
Then who?
Megan thinks that Mervin is your baby and that you're easier on her you're easier on him than you are on her. Is that true?
Then Megan?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so. I think I'm tougher on him, actually.
No, she thinks you're tougher on her.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sure if you ask the question to Mervin, you'll say I'm tougher on him.
Yes. So what do you expect from Marissa and Mervin here? We've been watching them. He was off a little bit of the ice this season, then they came back, earned the spot here in New York, competed. What are you looking for?
I'm expecting a good performance. I'm expecting the short to be strong. I'm expecting for the long to be a lot better than Autumn Classic. They've been training really well at home, so I feel really good coming in this week. So they worked hard, they're focused, the energy, the chemistry between them has been really, really good. So I feel good.
And tell us about Cami and Drew. Yeah. They're obviously going to be competing in Russia. Our viewers got to see them in a piece earlier, I guess. What do you expect for them in their first Grand Prix assignment?
Honestly, I just expect them to go out there and skate free, and I hope they will. They have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It's just for this year, first time out, to learn. Like the first time for Camille to go and compete overseas. So and it's who knows. I hope they're gonna go out there and perform a good short, and definitely a better long than they did out of plastic. But you know what? It's like for them this year, it's all about learning.
Well, thanks so much, Bruno. Best of luck this weekend.
Pleasure, Dave.